All right, now U.S. President Donald Trump said that U.S. forces have attacked a boat carrying drugs to the United States, killing 11 narco-terrorists.
This is from a gang that he alleged was controlled by Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro. The move is a potentially significant escalation in the standoff between Caracas and Washington after the United States deployed 8 warships to Latin America in what it bills as a war on drug trafficking.
Now, Trump posted a video online of an open-top speedboat carrying a number of people before it exploded in a ball of flames. Trump had initially announced at the White House that the U.S. forces had shot out a boat, a drug-carrying boat, lots of drugs in that boat, without giving any details.
When you come out and when you leave the room, you'll see that we just, over the last few minutes, literally shot out a boat, a drug-carrying boat, a lot of drugs in that boat. And you'll be seeing that and you'll be reading about that.
He later posted a statement about the strike on his Truth Social network along with the black and white video of the exploding boat. He wrote, I quote here, "On my orders, U.S. military forces conducted a kinetic strike against positively identified Tren de Aragua narco-terrorists." He added that the strike occurred while the terrorists were at sea in international waters transporting illegal narcotics heading to the U.S. The strike resulted in 11 terrorists killed in action.
The U.S. president then went on to allege that the Tren de Aragua, a Venezuelan group he has frequently referred to as part of his crackdown on undocumented migration, was operating under the control of Nicolas Maduro. The United States designated the gang a terrorist organization earlier this year.
U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio also vowed to keep using the full might of the United States to eradicate drug cartels. As he left for a visit to Mexico, Rubio told reporters that full might of the U.S. will be used against these cartels. However, he did confirm that these drugs were heading to the U.S.
These particular drugs were probably headed to Trinidad or some other country in the Caribbean, at which point they just contribute to the instability these countries are facing. So the president's been very clear that he's going to use the full power of America and the full might of the United States to take on and eradicate these drug cartels, no matter where they're operating from and no matter how long they've been able to act with impunity. Those days are over.
Now, the announcement of the strike followed days of mounting tensions between Washington and Caracas. There are currently 8 U.S. Navy ships involved in counter-narcotics efforts in Latin America.
Maduro has termed the deployment of the U.S. warships as a threat to Venezuela, accusing Trump of attempting to bring about a regime change. He has said that Venezuela was prepared for a period of armed struggle in defense of the national territory in case of an attack.
President Trump announced on Tuesday on his social media platform that he ordered U.S. forces to carry out a kinetic strike against the drug boat tied to the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua. He said the vessel operating in international waters and transporting narcotics towards the United States was destroyed, killing 11 alleged narco-terrorists. Trump even shared a video of the strike after teasing the move earlier during an Oval Office event. The Pentagon later confirmed that it was a precision strike on a designated drug trafficking vessel. This comes as the U.S. boosts its naval presence in the Caribbean, assigning 8 Navy ships to Southern Command to counter drug cartels. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World as well.